frame 6. It's Dom Barrett stepping up to the plate. Here's Dom, and here is another strike for Europe. This is super stuff, Cass. 6 in a row.
That'll do nicely. A six-pack always goes down well, especially with the boys in blue. I can recall that the highest Baker game is 290 ever bowled by a team. Perfect looking shot here from Dom Barrett. Keeps the string of strikes going. High fives all round, big smiles. Let's keep this one going.
Europe have hit the ground running at the start of this third session at Weber Cup 14. Here comes Tommy Jones. It's another left standing. And Europe, well, they will try not to become overexcited, but looking good at the moment.
Potentially another victory coming, one would hope. European boys are saying they're perfect. Jones has just missed the opportunity to go 3 in a row for the Americans on a ball that was not quite in the pocket and left that single 4-pin standing. Be a straightforward spare, but it'll be the second spare that the Americans have had. The Europeans have had none.
Tommy will slot this. So, 7th frame. Europe still with a potential 300 on. The United States can only get a maximum now of 257. Mika Koivuniemi from Finland. Double for him from Sweden. Martin Larsen looking to repeat the trick. Oh, came in a little wide. He's got his 9, but that's the run over for Team Europe.
So the 300 Baker game goes. Yeah, the ball just gets away a little bit here. Martin's just pushing a bit wide of his mark. Gets snagged up in the lane or makes the head pin. Leaves the 2 and the 10 pin. And that 10 pin gets a little nudge. So this is a straightforward spare, which Team Europe will accept.
Just off centre, and no problem there for Martin Larsen to make that spare. Still ahead in this Baker match, but the dream of a perfect Baker dies away.
I'm sure we'll have another one sometime soon, Andy. The way things are going.
Wouldn't put it past this edition of the Weber Cup. Back-to-back 300s on session 1. And that extraordinary 7-10 split made by Mika in the last singles match of the night. Here's Mike Fagan. Leaves the 10 tottering. It's another spare.
Didn't see very much wrong with that shot, and I don't think the rest of the boys did, but disappointing not to carry all 10. The king of swing, the man with a very high backswing. Just a slightly half-pocket shot, so it can only be a spare, and is. Yeah, they can't believe it. 3 spares, 4 strikes for the Americans. But at the moment, it's Team Europe pacing maximum score of 279. If they can keep the run of strikes going from now on.
Here's Stuart Williams, the late replacement in the 2005 Weber Cup squad. He's back in 2012. 3rd appearance this year. Strike!
Just held on to that pocket shot there. I think if that ball had flipped over one more time, he would have had a split or something. Just about makes it. But they don't care. It looks good on the score sheet. It's a big cross. It's an X. It's a strike.
Bill O'Neill. Oh, not clean again from Bill.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. It was very close, but you've got to be perfect or you're not going to trip all 10 pins out. Leaves a 4-pin standing. 3 9 spares in a row for the Americans, which is not what they want. And it appears as though Team Europe are running rampant at this particular time.
Maximum score tumbles again for the States, down to 2.35 now. 2.79 maximum achievable for the host nation. Host nation? Host continent.
You mean Europe?
I do mean Europe.
Okay. Up steps the captain in frame 9, the foundation frame, Mika Koivuniemi, working with a strike, looking for another double.
He's going for his triple, and he's got it!
And the Moose fans get really excited. That's 3 strikes for the captain. He can sit down now and just hope the rest of his team can finish this off for him.
This is how to lead from the front as a captain in a Baker match. 3 strikes for Mika.
Yeah, put himself in the prime position, the lead-off man, and has answered any critics he's had. Oh dear, game is over. Chris Barnes leaves a big split. It's the 4-6 and the 10-pin.
And it is back now, Cass, to 7-6. This is a terrific fight back from Europe after the disaster of the opening session. They won the first Baker, then lost the 5 singles that came after straight. Terrific in session 2, and now they have opened up in session 3 with another point. Oh!
Chris was actually just practicing. He knew that was going to be an open frame. He was just practicing a strike ball there. That's why he didn't go for the 2 pins on the right. Disappointed. But it's the 3rd Baker win in a row for Team Europe. How about that? That's almost a record in itself.
There wasn't much joy to be had for Europe last year, but they did get a couple of points in Bakers there. Twice they won the opening matchup of the session. In 2012, Dom strikes. Oh, he's set for European success in session 3.
This is a bit of a demolition job over Team USA. There's a 279 still on here, and the maximum the USA can make is 209. Game over, but it's such a vast win on pin count, and brings it back to, and will do, bring it back to 7-6.
Dom Barrett once again. Same outcome. Very, very nice that, Dom.
And Andy, yes, the interesting thing is, of course, Dom and Chris are up next match as well. So a big finish here from Dom Barrett will do his confidence the world of good. Strike for 279.
Yes! Down they fall, and Europe have another point. 3 Baker matches in Weber Cup 14. 3 wins for Europe. Wonderful teamwork.
Well, a fantastic turnaround that was, and a great finish from Europe's #1, Dom Barrett.
TJ with just a reminder. Couple of practice throws essentially.
Yeah, he's not looking very happy, I'm afraid, but you know, the point's gone now. They've got to put it behind them. They're going to have to move on into the singles session.
Left to right movement again, finds the pocket perfectly.
One more strike for a 209. Not the best Baker game in the world. They'll put it behind them.
Went very wide that time, didn't he? Leaves 4 standing, but damage had already been done, really. Tommy Jones and Team USA have to rethink their well beaten in this Baker match. 3 out of 3 for Europe, and the gap, the deficit in terms of the overall scoring here is down to just 1. So a fantastic second session for Team Europe. And now session 3 has got off to the best possible start. Europe 100% through the 3 Baker matches. Terrific from Mika Koivuniemi's boys in blue. United States lead, but it's just by a single point now, 7-6. Tony is speaking with Stuart Williams.
Yep, Stuart's here. Well done. Congratulations. You guys are acting more and more as a team, aren't you?
Yeah, it seems like we've got a pretty good thing going in the Baker games right now, so can we have a session of those?
No, we're not amending the rules for you, but you are playing really well, and that was an almost flawless Baker game.
Yeah, it certainly was nice to shoot 279. It's pretty difficult to lose with 279, so hopefully Dom can do that now against Chris twice, and we'll be in the lead.
There's such a contrast to the first session and last night. You were 5-1 down. What has changed? Can you put your finger on it?
Well, the lane pattern's changed a little bit, and our guys have got a little bit looser, and it's playing a little bit more into our favour. And I guess when the other team's so far ahead, once our team starts to get points back, it puts a bit more pressure on them.
What about you personally? You've got a couple of games off before you hit the lane again. How are you going to be preparing for your next match?
Hopefully, I'm going to be sitting in a seat over there watching Dom put on a show. We'll see. That's the plan right now. Hopefully, by the time I get back on the lanes, we'll be leading.
Stuart, well done, congratulations. Europe now just 1 point behind it, 7-6. Who would have thought at the start of the day that the Europeans could be ahead at the end of session 3? Can they draw level? Find out next.